on offthehooksports.com. Your home for real news, real opinions, and what really matters about Tennessee athletics. The Off the Hook podcast at offthehooksports.com or Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or wherever you go for your favorite podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, iHeart. Like, share, follow, subscribe. Off the Hook with Dave Hooker starts now.
Here we go. He's Jacob Warren. I'm Dave Hooker. It is the Vol Report. So my surroundings look a little bit different. So on the road and with Jacob, who's nice enough to join us, thanks to Vassy Lawn and Garden. Go to vassy.com to learn more. They are your home of Toro's incredible mowers, edgers, trimmers, all at Vassy Lawn and Garden, vassy.com. Again, like and subscribe. We talk to Jacob each and every week, and he pretty much just blows up the internet when he talks. So that's pretty much. So we've talked about what 50 million different things since you and I got to know each other way back in like March, since the first time we had lunch. And the two things that have blown up is you got to beat Alabama football. Has to be a series that has to continue. That's important. And then Nico Iamaleava. You also talked about, and both of them blow up. So you're just, we lost you. Right. So you're throwing the content heat. What do we get today? I'm just turn it over to you. What do you got today? Throwing heat?
We'll see, I guess. We'll get into it, see what happens.
I hear you. Well, one of the things I do want to talk to you about, because I was writing something on you, and with the whole COVID year, it's kind of weird. You guys can have another year. So it used to always be 4 to play 5, and now it's more like 5 to play 6. I know you've got plans, and the NFL is going to be an option. And also, we talked about your kinesiology degree and that you want to pursue that. So just kind of curious what your mindset is going to the last, or what could be the last season, or what might not be the last season.
Yeah, I think just done a lot of reflecting on it, obviously, recently, because it's very, very important. I mean, it's coming up before you know it. It'll be a decision time. And I think just I've set goals, right, for myself. Make it to the NFL, play in the NFL, do that. That's been something I've wanted to do for a very long time. So I think after sitting down and establishing those goals, and in my head, I have to start thinking like, this is my last chance. This is my last year. This is my senior year. Like, it's all or nothing, right? And so taking that mindset into the season is kind of where I feel like I need to be in order to, ensure that I'm doing everything I can to be as successful as possible, if that makes sense. So essentially, in my head, I'm making it work right now, and this is my last season. Obviously, with COVID and everything, redshirt, there's that little security blanket, whatever. But in my head, I'm just trying to push that to the back, and it's gotten to the point I don't even tell people. Like, if they ask, if they understand all the COVID stuff, I'll be like, yeah, technically, I could play, another one after this. But in my head, it's this one, and I gotta attack this season and just be ready to play my best and go achieve those goals.
So it's not a definitive, definitely won't come back in 2023, but the mindset is not to come back in 2020. Is that a good way of putting it?
Correct. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Gotcha. Well, what are some of the things, I don't even talk about, something bad like a bad season or anything like that, but what are some of the things that could bring you back to Tennessee in 2023 potentially?
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, just a bad season, not having the film or the stats, the stat line to, I guess, catch enough eyes and be able to make a squad. I think that's just the biggest thing. And there's a lot of guys that get opportunities to play, and there's all types of pre-draft rankings and all SEC, different things like that you can look into. But at the end of the day, it's just going to be whether, it's time for me to just kind of bet on myself and take that jump. And hopefully the decision will be clear after the season. And it'll be pretty obvious. Like, yeah, he had a good season, and it's time for him to go on and do what he can do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the the good way of looking at it is that, yeah, it's a security blanket, but the mindset, I really respect the fact you have the mindset of, this is it. I'm gonna go get it, and let's not even think about that.
Yeah, don't even rely on it because I guess, like I said, that just brings in, oh, I don't have to do this because I could play one more. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't have to be on top of my game, whatever. I don't have to worry about this game or that, like, because I still have next season. Like, that's not even, yeah, I can't think like that.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we're almost there for the season to get started. It is SEC Media Days, and you've got some teammates down here. I wanted you here, and maybe who knows, 2023. We'll hold that hope. But anyway, I hope you have a great season and a first round pick. That's what I'm rooting for. So, but as far as I wanted to ask you about a couple of the guys that are coming down here. Three guys: Trayvon, Cedric, and Hendon. Let's start with Hendon Hooker. So I'm just give me your thoughts on him, just your general impression. Maybe if you got a story that stands out when you're with your family and friends. But hey, this is this Hooker guy, and I'm not talking about the redheaded dude.
Right. I think, yeah, just I guess a little bit about him, and everybody kind of knows a little bit, but Hendon's super big into like fashion and streetwear, sneakers, designer, like all that stuff, and I think one thing that's kind of cool with our bond, our connection, is we talk a lot about sneakers. Like, obviously, you guys can see them behind me a little bit, like that's just a few of them, but like we talk about sneakers, we talk about clothes, we talk about releases, we talk about all this different type of stuff, and he knows a lot about it, and he's really interested in it. So that's one thing I enjoy. But I think just him as a guy, like very easy to talk to, very easygoing. I don't know, when asked if I guess think about a story, I can't really think of like a specific time, but like I vividly remember and I appreciate the fact that we were roommates in our hotels, like on the road and stuff, and when we're in town before the games, and every morning before the game, without fail, he's waking up and he puts on like gospel music, listens to gospel music, sings it unashamedly. We'll just sing it out loud, and I really appreciate it just because, like, it's nothing crazy, but just showing that he not ashamed, and he's just trying to get right with the Lord before a big game, and that's one thing that I truly appreciate about him, I guess, that comes to mind.
That's pretty awesome. That is an incredible story, actually. And I'm going to go. The next question I was going to say, has he changed at all since he became the starter and a household name in college football? You're already shaking your head. I know that's a dumb question based on what you just said.
Yeah, I mean it's okay. It's not a dumb question, but no, he hasn't. He has more shoes and he has more clothes, but he hasn't changed at all.
Is he's to me, he's the type of guy that in this NIL world at quarterback, you're going to demand more money. I don't mean he's demanding it. The position demands more money.
Yeah.
He's the type of guy that every team wants their NIL quarterback to be, right?
Yeah, for sure. He is so, like, without even getting in the numbers or anything, he's just so valuable just as a person, right? And as, like, obviously as a player, brings a lot of value because he's super electric, like makes a lot of plays, but he also like knows how to look you in your eyes and talk to you, and he knows to stand up and shake your hand whenever he meets you. He knows to introduce himself to people and don't just assume that he's Hendon Hooker. He knows all these things, and he goes out of his way to make sure that people respect him just as a man and as a person. So yeah, like he's definitely the staple. Like he is the guy. He's the picture perfect, just like face of the team, I guess, if that's what you want to say.
What's the coolest pair of shoes that he has that you look at and you're like, man, I want to try those?
There's a bunch, dude. I don't know. He had some Amiri shoes. He had some Amiri shoes on the other day that were cool. Some designer little sneakers that he had on at one of the speaking engagements he did. I had never even seen them before, so I was like, yeah, all right, those are nice.
Okay, so wait, maybe I got a little lost because you referred to the ones behind you. I can't quite see them, but maybe I got lost. So I was thinking like you guys are like kind of like maybe sneakerheads, like old Jordans and stuff. But you're talking the shoes.
That too.
Okay, that too. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the coolest pair of sneaks he's got that you look at and you're like, wow, that's sweet.
Again, I don't know. He's got it all. Like I don't even know what all he has, but he wears a bunch of cool dunks and a bunch of cool Jordan 1s and some 4s he had the other day. I don't know. He's got a lot, and it's cool. We walk in the room, and I got to walk right by him to go back to my little locker section. And if I got something on, every single time he'll be like, yeah, I see you, or like those are fresh, whatever. Always recognize and will always kind of compliment you on your shoes or on your outfit or whatever. So.
Okay, something I never thought I would necessarily say to another man. Let's talk about your shoes. If you had to grab one, if the house is on fire, and you have to grab one pair of shoes and one pair of shoes only to make it out, he's looking around. If you're not watching the video, this is golden. It's on YouTube. He's looking around.
Oh man,
you can only grab one pair, Jacob. Just one pair.
Yeah.
What are you taking?
Do you want me to actually get them?
Yeah, you can go ahead and get them. Go ahead and grab them. So, Jacob's going to go through his shoe closet. Or actually, it's just sitting out. Because when you have shoes that nice, you're proud of them.
Yeah, exactly.
My shoes are hot. What size shoe do you wear as Jacob looks for his shoes?
It depends. It depends on what brand it is. Adidas, I wear 14. Nike, I wear 13. So, this is the Jordan.
How do I have bigger feet than you? That is terrible.
Dude, it's weird. Yeah, I know I have small feet for how big I am. It's actually kind of a problem. But so this is the Jordan 1 Rookie of the Year. Okay.
Oh, wow. Gold, for those listening on Spotify and Apple, it's gold and black and white.
Almost like acorn. Not really gold.
Yeah, not gold. Not gold.
Yeah. But I wear these a lot. And they're very well respected by a lot of people because a lot of people don't have them. But I'm not saying they're super exclusive, but whatever.
No, those are tight. So how do you keep them? How do you keep them so clean? I mean, that's my question. Is they look like a lot of these people just put them in a closet and never wear them, but you say you wear them.
Yeah, I just don't wear them anywhere that I'll get them dirty. I don't wear them in the rain, and don't wear them when you're walking in grass and mud, and don't spill anything on them, and you're good.
Yeah, don't take them to Mardi Gras, but that's a story for a different day.
There you go.
Don't take your brand new shoes to Bourbon Street on Mardi Gras. I can tell you personally that will not work. But let me ask you about the other guys that are going to be down at SEC Media Days. If I can, let's kind of start with Cedric. I mean, obviously a guy who wasn't incredibly highly rated, but has just turned into a fantastic player. What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, Ced has been he's been the same guy ever since he's been here. Like, he's always been a really good talent and a really good receiver. I just think the opportunity that he was given last year was greater than he had before, right? So he was getting more looks, more chances, more opportunities to make big plays, and he did whenever they came. So I think that's kind of just shows his work ethic. He's been, like I said, he's been here as long as I have, and he's just been working and trying to perfect his craft, and it's finally coming out to light. And it's good for him that he's able to, that everyone's kind of just now noticing, how good of a player he is.
I want to ask you to say anything bad about any previous coaching regime, but ultimately, did he maybe just need a bit of a change of scenery, no matter what it was, just kind of a backdrop change?
Honestly, just an opportunity is the biggest thing. And not that he wasn't getting, he's just been behind a bunch of really good dudes too. Like Marquez, Juwan. Like, we've had guys here for a while now, ever since we've been here. So it's kind of tough for a younger guy to kind of try to shine through. But now that he finally had the stage to do it, and he did it pretty well. Yeah,
that's a great point. And then Trayvon Flowers, as he comes down. I mean, it's it was a trying year for the defense at times, but I hear great things about him and what he's been able to do in the offseason.
Yeah, I mean, Trayvon has been like kind of just that steady. He's been playing ever since I can remember. I think he probably started like sophomore year or something, but was getting reps even freshman year. Has been playing for a long time. Played a lot of ball. Has made a lot of big plays. Just him as a person, as a leader on the team has grown a lot. I feel like in the past, just kind of this off season, and the same way I have, and the same way we all have. But it's cool to kind of see him kind of take shape as a leader, and guys start to really respect him on the team. And I think he'll have obviously another really good season this year.
Okay, I never blindside Jacob, so I'm going to give him these 30 seconds to think about it. A recent poll has Florida above you guys, and all these polls are going to start coming out this week, and I have to vote. So Jacob is going to tell me how to fill out my SEC East poll here momentarily in 30 seconds after we tell you about Vassy Lawn and Garden. Toro, count on it.
To own the more that owns every job, then get to Vassy Lawn and Garden in Cleveland and get you a Toro. I'm David Vassy, here to talk to you about Toro. With a Toro Zero Turn, you'll get more out of every minute and you'll reach the finish line faster. At Vassy's, we like to say, no matter if you're mowing 3 acres a week or 11 lawns a day, homeowners and business owners alike find confidence in equipment they can trust from top to bottom.
Vassy Lawn and Garden, Highway 60 North in Cleveland.
Man alive, it's worth the drive.
Okay, I've got my ballot right here. So I've got West, and you don't care about West. So then I've got the SEC East, and I'm ready to fill that out. I'm not going to ask you to fill it out because all that can do is throw heat on you. Yep. But I am curious when you see there was somebody like an SEC Mike. I don't know who he is. He doesn't know who I am. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But he put together a placard, and it had Florida at number 2, you guys at number 3. When you see those, not from SEC Mike or anybody in particular, but do you pay them any mind? Do they motivate you at all, such as the upset at LSU, or do you just let them go by, or the motivation or anything?
Truly don't like. I don't care. Like I don't like I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Like I don't care. Right?
It's
like,
not disrespectful. No, the SEC media at SEC Media Days, I don't think has picked the SEC champion only like 5 times in the past 20 years. It's horrible. Right. And there was this team called Alabama that was pretty easy to pick for a lot of those years. Right. So Jacob, we're not smart. I'm not. You're not. It's not insulting at all.
Not what I was saying.
but no. I mean, I would think that at some point you have to tune that out because there's going to be motivation. I don't care if you're Missouri, Tennessee, or UCLA. There's motivation for everybody out there.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's like the rankings are going to change week 1. Like people are going to lose, people are going to win. And the rankings are going to be different than they are right now. So, like, and I just kind of, I don't know. At the beginning, it was cool to see, we're in the top 25, whatever. Like, if we were, I don't even know when the last time we were was. But usually they generally like have us decently high, whatever it is. And I don't know. It's all subject to change, and it will change. So I'm not too frustrated, not too worried about it.
Yeah, I don't think you are. He's Jacob Warren. I'm Dave Hooker. Brought to you by Vassy Lawn and Garden. Vassy, man alive, it's worth the drive. Toro, count on it. We'll visit with Jacob again next week. This is a presentation of Off the Hook Sports.